UCLA is a university with unlimited possibilities for students that desire world-class academics and research, unmatched diversity, incredible cultural and social opportunities, successful alumni and career networking, first-class campus facilities, plus America's top intercollegiate sports teams. Located in Westwood, just a few miles from the Pacific Ocean, UCLA's 1 square mile campus is surrounded by famous cities such as Bel Air, Beverly Hills, Brentwood, and Santa Monica.
Welcome back to UCLA Bruin Talk. Ralph Irvin here along with Gevrina Seferaj, and Gevrina has this week's Athlete of the Week.
This week we honor Alfred Aboya as our Student Athlete of the Week. Aboya is a 3-year varsity player and starting center for the UCLA men's basketball team. After losing 2 of their 3 previous games in the conference, the senior helped the Bruins bounce back with a very strong showing in their wins over the Bay Area schools at Pauley Pavilion. Against California, he scored 10 points and grabbed 6 rebounds alongside a strong defense effort that helped limit the Golden Bears to 20 rebounds. In their 97-63 blowout win against Stanford, Aboya led the Bruins with 15 points and 6 rebounds while anchoring the team's tough defense as the Cardinals shot under 40% for the entire game. His performance had pushed the Bruins up the ranks and into a tie with Washington for first place in the Pac-10. Congratulations and good luck to Aboya and the rest of the team. If you would like additional information, you can visit us on our website at www.uclabruins.com, or you can call us on our fan phone line at 310-825-8575.
And we're joined today by Stella Sampras Webster. She is the women's tennis coach here at UCLA in her 13th season. She won a national championship last year, and well, as a player here at UCLA, was a 4-time All-American, so not that bad of a credentials. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Let's go back to last year. You had finished in 2nd place, lost in the final in 2007, come back last year to win the national championship. How'd it feel to get over the hump and join that select group of championship coaches there at the Morgan Center?
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I mean, we were definitely the team to beat last year, and through the season, we didn't have the ranking. We were probably 7 going into NCAAs, but once we got everyone healthy and, we played our best at the end and we got that championship, and it's great to have that one under our belt, and excited to have that championship, and looking for more.
And I would guess that you're content. You've been at UCLA as a student, as a coach, and yet it totally changes once you win that first title.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great accomplishment. We get to go to the White House, we get noticed, and now there's, more pressure to expect more. And that's what we, try to get our players to believe in, is now we have this expectation of, of having to win. And we've got that thing on our shoulders, we are the championship team, and teams are going to come after us this year. And so that's what we're trying to get our players to understand, that we've got a standard to uphold.
Coach, having such a successful year last year, you graduate some very experienced seniors, and now you're starting your team very young with a couple of freshmen. Does that change the application or theory of your coaching for this year?
Well, this year is completely different. Last year I felt like a general manager. I didn't have to do very much with 4 seniors. They knew what we needed to do, what we expected, and so it was really nice, and we had that leadership. This year, we've got 3 freshmen. We've got to do a lot more teaching, a lot more hands-on coaching, which is fun but challenging also, because it's going to take some time for them to develop and be at our best. And we're hoping that by the time May comes that they'll have that experience, and this team will have a chance to win another championship.
Well, you've played through the fall season. Now you're into what would be considered the spring season. What do you think of the team so far?
I'm excited for the team. I definitely feel like this team's going to get better through the season. Our doubles teams haven't really gelled yet, and I think as we continue to play that, they'll feel more comfortable and play better, at least by May. And it's going to be a growing year. I really don't know how good this team's going to be, because there's so much growth that can happen during the season, and I'm hoping that they, really get that experience and feel their best, in May, and we'll see what happens.
Well, recently you won matches here at the Los Angeles Tennis Center to qualify for the ITA National Indoor Championships. That's got to be a good start, at least, to the spring season.
Yeah, it's definitely. We played LSU on Sunday, and they're a good team. They're 24 in the country, and we handled them pretty well. And now we have an opportunity to play, other teams that are ranked, in the top 16. So we'll get to see, the other competition. Opportunity to play other teams out of our conference that aren't on our schedule. So great opportunity, get to see the competition, and excited to play indoors.
Not to discount the event, but I mean, it ends up being kind of like a dry run for the NCAAs, doesn't it?
It does. It's like, this is the format. This is the format of what the NCAAs is like. You've got to play back-to-back matches. Competition is tough, and the team that's the fittest and most confident is gonna do well.
Right. Coach, we know that the Pac-10 conference for any sport is very vigorous, but it is extremely vigorous in tennis. Mm-hmm. Can you explain a little bit about that and why that is?
I think the Pac-10 teams are so strong, and I think it really prepares the Pac-10 for the NCAA championship, because we've got such great competition every weekend. Every team we play in the Pac-10 is strong, so we're getting challenged, and we know that we've got to do certain things to beat them, and I think it just helps prepare our conference to do well at NCAAs, and it's really shown in the last few years of how strong our conference is.
Now, most people think of tennis as an individual sport, mm-hmm. but of course, you're coaching a team sport. Right. So how does that translate? How does it go from being individuals to being in a team?
It's always a transition, their freshman year. They've got to understand that now it's not all about them, it's about the team. And the coaching staff, the team, we really take the freshmen under our belt and let them know the expectations. It's now, your individual ranking, is yours, but the team ranking, the team, competition and results are what it's all about. From January to May, during our season, it's all about the team. And, that's how we make our decisions and lineups and everything. So they learn early on, and the fall is kind of their time to understand what it means to be a team player.
Well, and you talk about the lineups. The lineups is really the chance for the individual players to show themselves, because if they don't show, they're not going to be in the lineup.
Right, and that's my hardest job. Everyone wants to play high, and I've got to make a lineup, based on performance. And, some players feel that they deserve to play higher, and I've got to manage that. I've got to manage those emotions and make everyone understand that my decision is not based on you. I can't just make you happy. I've got to, my job is to get this team to win, and that's how I'm basing the lineup. And most players understand it. They may not agree with my decision, but we try to get them to grow up, and this is how life is. It's not going to always be your way, and hopefully they'll understand and be able to go out and compete and move on.
Coach, playing individually, sometimes it could be very stressful on a player. How do you prepare them mentally?
Well, they've been playing so much. I mean, they're 18 now. They've played through the juniors, so they've played, very tough tournaments, tough matches. So they already pretty much know how to prepare for their individual tournaments. But now in college, our job is to get them to understand the team format's different. We've got a doubles match, then singles matches, and so our job is to prepare them to understand, the warm-up for doubles, and then after the doubles match, they've got to get their mentality for singles. Even if they win or lose, they've got to be ready to play a singles match. So that's the main difference, I think, that they have to learn is just the different format, because they've been playing, tournaments and all their lives. So they've had their own kind of, everyone's different, had their own way of, going into matches and stuff.
Your doubles team of Andrea Remency and Yasmin Schnack, they had a great performance out in the desert, winning a doubles title.
Right.
That had to be a good note, because they haven't exactly played a lot of doubles together.
Yeah, and that was a great surprise. I mean, Andrea Remency did not play doubles for us last year, and now she's playing #1 doubles for us with Yasmin. Yasmin, who is just an unbelievable doubles player. And that just shows they just have gelled, and the chemistry between them is just great. They complement each other, with their plays. So yeah, they've turned out to be a strong team, and a team that should do quite well for us.
And you talk about having to compete and work hard, especially come tournament time. Andrea has also been playing pretty high up the ladder, so a lot of pressure on her shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, she played 4 for us last year. Now she's having to step up to play #1 for us, and she's done a great job. But it is a big responsibility to be that #1 player. She's, everyone's looking up to her, and she did a great job these last few matches. And she's still young. She's only a sophomore, so we're trying to get her to understand her responsibility. And there's ways of behaving and playing, being that #1 player. And so far she's done great, and I'm looking forward to see how she does throughout the season.
Another doubles question, just because I know you won an NCAA doubles championship as a player. So do you try to pass on, hey, I know what you're going through, I know what it's like having to deal with these circumstances to the team?
Yeah, I love doubles. Doubles is, I think, one of our strengths at UCLA. We've won a few doubles championships. So coaching doubles is, I think, one of my strengths. I definitely understand the doubles game, and I help, I understand what they're going through. Yeah. And so I can help them in that way, and what they need to, with their shot selection, with, where to serve, different formations in doubles. So I definitely feel, comfortable coaching, doubles, and, so far we've done pretty well with that, with doubles. So, hopefully it'll continue.
Coach, what is the training program like for the tennis team?
We train in the fall is really where we build our foundation, where they're lifting, they're running, they're doing a lot of conditioning. And now during the season, it's all about maintaining. They're still, doing a lot of agility, but more short sprints. They work out from 3 to 4 every day with our strength and conditioning coach. But with so many matches that, there are times they're only conditioning twice a week. So it's definitely different than the fall, where they're in every day. And, it's all about maintaining right now, because we don't want to get anyone hurt, but we want to maintain what they already have built.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us, and good luck defending the national championship.
Thank you so
good
much.
luck.
Thanks.
I want to thank Tyler Trapani and Stella Sampras Webster for joining us here on UCLA Bruin Talk. For Gevrina, Seferaj, I'm Ralph Irvin. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on UCLA Bruin Talk.
Bye.
A trophy can be made just about anywhere. But there's one place where champions are made. UCLA, champions meet here.